This morning I caught myself rewarding a bad behavior with Jack with a pig ear. Yikes. Training can be very challenging. Even I mess up sometimes. Every morning before he goes out on his first walk, Jack will come up here and get on my knee while I'm looking at my computer. He'll start off just like this, pretty mellow. He'll be watching the screen, and very quickly he'll escalate. He'll start, trying to lick me when I don't let him do that. He'll get frustrated. He'll start trying to nip me like this, okay? And it gets out of hand very quickly. Normally, at that point, I'll just say no off and send him out of the room, and he's fine. For some reason, this morning in my mind, I said, okay, Jack's bored. What can I give him to do until I can take him for his walk? What I came up with was I'll give him a pig ear. It was a terrible idea because basically I'm rewarding this anxious, nervous, excited behavior by giving him a pig ear. Dog training can be really tricky stuff. I don't tell you this to discourage you. I tell you this in an effort to get you to pay very close attention to detail. Not what you're doing, but how you're doing. This is the hardest aspect of dog training. Trying to figure out why what you're doing isn't working and what to change to get the result you want. Because there's so many different variables you can change. You can change the way you give the command, the timing of the command, the timing of the correction, the tone of the command, the volume of the command. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And that's the trickiest part of dog training. Here's an example. In a lot of cases, dog owners, if they have a dog that's reactive, you're on the walk, your dog sees a squirrel, whatever, he starts going ballistic. A lot of dog owners in that scenario will put their dog into a sit or a down to get him to calm down. Even if you get your dog to calm down by putting him in a sit or a down, you're probably still reinforcing the excited behavior. Because in order to put your dog into a sit while he's in that excited mind state, you have to engage your dog while he's in that excited mind state. When you do that, on some level, it reinforces the behavior. So even if he calms down in that moment, the next time you encounter the same situation, he's probably going to get just as worked up or even more worked up because on some level you reinforce the behavior. So that's what I'm talking about. Just the first piece of trying to determine if what you're doing is making the behavior better or worse can be extremely challenging. And then on top of that, trying to figure out what to change in order to get the result you want, that's the trickiest part. You got to be really creative. It's an art almost. Again, my goal here is not to dissuade people, not to get dog owners to say, oh, this is just hopeless. I want to give you the information you need to be successful. Attention to detail is the most important aspect when it comes to dog training.